grow what we call the areas related to manufacturing in order to change the structure of our economy. Because basically, lives have improved.
Have they? I mean, how do you tell that to the young people who are leaving the country in droves? We can't even measure because we don't have data on our young people who are leaving. How do you tell those people who are escaping the country that there is improvement?
You see, escaping the country, there's a pull factor, there's a push factor. This one is a pull factor.
It's a push factor.
It's a pull.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Because just 5 years ago, just
around the world,
yeah,
they have also faced the same external factors.
Yes.
However, our people are willing to go there instead of stay here and hope that things will get better. It's a sign of a failed development.
Not at all. Not
cycle.
at all. Not at all. Because there is a pull factor, there's a pull factor. The pull factor was that 5 years ago, if you go to Britain, America, Canada, and you're looking for a job, you struggle.
For some time now, no Oba Ghana Kodre has say ya debia na embassy ayema senye embassy na ayema na chese airport na nye queue no jai eye antimuni wa che queue na chese otum se line ten ni ten so ne tietie nyina ne se no emabunu ene ye empanifo binu me okrodem hafa wo ho adwene se Ghana ha de se de wo man na ye no wonya de wo ebetena ha biem enti ne greener pastures wo free krodem ha na wo akwakope eye amanone krobe bi ene UK ene US ene Canada na chese wo kosa sensuo se Ghana krem se ya short because bebre na afidie akwanto de wo to be pa bebre na sebe wo ayere free krom ha no se wo etukwan na no na eye GNPC meka Ghana National Petroleum ane wo kopese wo ede aba beto monten so se ni pani na nkasa woda no boss na nkasa wode abeto ja se wo hunu se mabunu bebre ni Ghana fo binu bebre ni se no ubisa ni se in the next day, what do you want to do in future? Obeka chose I want to travel. In the next 2 hours, what do you want to do in Ghana? Obeka I want to travel. In the next 30 minutes, what do you want to do? I say I want to travel. And I say no. And just first, ni be ma say in the next 1 year, what do you want to do? I say I want to build my house. I want to build my car. There, if you say ni na ye wi ase afefe de. Maybe you won't say no. In the next 1 hour, what do you want to do? I want to travel. Next will be a to kwan watch him say. Sa kwanto na say no. Esi will be a no so will be a person to kwan will be a person yes say. Mu nyina mo ha mo ho. And mo mpese mkoni nyina you are wasting your time. If you say wo say Ghana ne papa bebre wo hanom say ye betimi aboa ye. Nanso sikanti wages kakra che say asa abochefo de no soro kakra bi che Ghana for dent mu nyina mu tutu kwan na a very very big mistake ora no wa kire ne nsem abushia mpese be se na make minim se comment section ho mu bedwa me enti mu de mu mayenko ni nkotie opani ankasa nanu masem.
There is a typical challenge which we've identified. Particularly, we need to grow what we call the areas related to manufacturing in order to change the structure of our economy. Because basically, lives have improved.
Have they? I mean, how do you tell that to the young people who are leaving the country in droves? We can't even measure because we don't have data on our young people who are leaving. How do you tell those people who are escaping the country that there is improvement?
You see, escaping the country, there's a pull factor, there's a push factor. This one is a pull factor.
It's a push factor.
It's a pull.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Because just 5 years ago, just 5 years
around
ago,
the world, they have also faced the same external factors.
Yes.
However, our people are willing to go there instead of stay here and hope that things will get better. It's a sign of a failed development.
Not at all. Not
cycle.
at all. Not at all. Because there is a pull factor, there's a pull factor. The pull factor was that 5 years ago, if you go to Britain, America, Canada, and you're looking for a job, you struggle. Today, they have a problem. They have a gap. And therefore, they are putting resources there to pull. That is one thing. You note that as a problem. And how do we respond to that as a country? Because definitely, the opportunities there might be in terms of wages, might be in terms of what you earn as an income.
Is it really? Because Doc, some of our people who are leaving the shores of our country into these places are doing menial jobs for very unsatisfactory wages, but they want to do it anyway because they would rather be there than be here. And you're telling me it's not a sign of failed development?
It's a matter of income. It's a matter of only one factor that you are using to measure. Income. You are earning more income. But there are so many things that pertains to development. There are the things that you are also losing over here, you might not factor it in.
Let's talk about those things. What are they losing over here?
They are losing so many things.
Like
the
what?
Satisfaction of a family, the satisfaction of being with your colleagues, the satisfaction of contributing even to the development of your own country. All those things are factors. The satisfaction of seeing and growing not only you, but also along with the other parts of your family. People are missing things here, which if you give them that same amount of money, they would like to come.
But these things you have mentioned are on the individual level. Imagine things were better on the macro level here in the country. They would stay.
No, it's a comparative thing. No. Let's look at it. It's a comparative thing. Definitely those countries that they are choosing to go are doing better. There's no doubt. But we are not doing worse. It's a level of development which you have. You know, some 30 years ago, there were drones of Ghanaians who went to Nigeria.
People's incomes,
drones of people who went to Nigeria.
People's incomes are no longer helping them live the lives they expect to live.
It's not just income.
Because things are expensive to buy. People are not getting access to quality healthcare. And you talked about access to healthcare, but quality is becoming a problem.
You know something? Health access is relative. We are one of the countries where even the poorest, just by registering through health insurance, will have access to basic health. Many countries sees Ghana as a model when it comes to access to health. When it comes to health delivery.
What is basic health?
And all our indicators are reducing. Maternal death has reduced drastically, halved within the period. Infant mortality has reduced drastically. Our access to nutrition, food security, child issues that had to do with, stagnant growth, waste, and all of them indicators are there to show that they have all improved within the last 10 years, which is fantastic. Many African countries compare all around us, and these are figures which you use it in relative terms. Even in countries that are developed, they're still struggling with some of these parameters and figures.
So again, as a development practitioner, you tell me how you are processing what people say about the country, the fact that things are difficult, the fact that they want to escape what people are experiencing in the country.
Let me say that saying things might not be factual.
But those are their experiences.
But what is the case? Saying and the reality. I can sit here and say I'm hungry.
Doc, haven't your bills gone up? Haven't your bills gone up over the last week? It has. So what I'm saying is that their experiences are what they are telling us, that life is difficult because we haven't progressed as a country. They are telling you that when they go to the hospitals, they are not getting beds to sleep on. They're telling you that their children have access to education. However, the quality of education, they are questioning.
No. We have the best result in our education trend since independence for secondary education. The best ever. And that is it. So we use facts and not just, emotions.
And not people's lived experiences.
No, facts.
What is facts to people's lived experiences?
How many students are now moving from junior secondary school to secondary school? And how many of them are scoring better? We are scoring better grades in English, better grades in mathematics, better grades in integrated science, better grades in social integration. What again?
Doc, are we picking the facts, the facts as you call them, over people's lived experiences?
No. Lived experience is expressed in facts. Lived experience.
So then,
it's not mine alone, which is a case. It is a collective situation.
I couldn't agree
and the collective situation is put in terms of what? Aggregation. And the aggregation is represented by an objective analysis and by a figure. And that's what we use to capture that. Other than that, we can't go to every individual. We pick the individual, aggregate it, and that is the score that we look at. And it shows. The figure shows that our children are improving in terms of the scores that they obtain in an examination. And nobody...